This is Granny Maggie from Granny Magic, Professor of Earth Magic at Dead University. As always, honoring your magic. Great question today around communicating with spirits and the dead, particularly ancestors. The question was regarding whether or not you are able to speak the language that your ancestors spoke when they were alive. What if you can't speak that language? That's perfectly fine. The communication between you and ancestors is primarily energetic. You have the thought and it gets translated into words that you send out. They sense the energy of that thought. They get the communication. And as far as them responding, if they choose to use language, if you're clairaudient, they send an energetic message back. And there's a part of your brain that picks that energy up and translates it into speech that you can understand. It's the same process, but in reverse. That's been my experience. The communications are so energetically based. That's why we tend to set up an altar and we include, say, a candle that's lit. Fire is energy. That energy helps them. It offers them energy. They can draw on that. When we put out sweet smelling flowers, when we burn incense, for example, for some reason, scent has a kind of energy as it disperses, and it's an energetic language they understand. When I light a Camel cigarette for my grandmother, she understands the love I have thinking of her and remembering her, and how even her wallet smelled like the tobacco in the Camel cigarettes. And to me, it's a very comforting smell. The smell of flowers that person loved. Somebody's grandmother responded because in a reading, instead of burning what I would normally burn, mugwort or some other type of divination incense, Spirit told me to burn love incense with roses and jasmine, and it's a very fragrant floral scent. And it turned out those were some of her grandmother's favorite floral scents, and it attracted her. It's an offering. It's an energetic way of saying, I see you, I recognize you, remember this kind of a thing. It draws them. And so even the food that we set out, they smell that food. It brings a sensation of taste, is what I've been told. It attracts them. It's an energetic message. Pictures and symbols, signs they send you, those are energetic messages. They have a meaning, but they're not directly connected to speech. They're sending you a feather, say. That's a communication. So it doesn't matter that you don't speak the same language. However, there are times, such as a relative I have, who worked hard to learn to write their grandmother's name in the language in Japanese, which is something, unfamiliar to them, but they wanted to do that, to place her name on an altar, that they wanted to be the one to learn to write it and to write it in Japanese. She loved that. Think of the effort that took, the love, the energy that was contained in that. But the broad answer is language, the exact language, is not that important. So don't worry about that. Go ahead and talk to them if you want to. They'll understand your brain, the message that's there, your heart. They'll understand the energy that you offer them on the altar, and it will all come together. So don't let that stop you.